School loves to put like restrictions on how we express ourselves. The amount of earrings I've gotten taken off me. But if I'm not getting looks, I'm not doing it right.
My name is Jack and I'm from Swords in the north side of Dublin, which would be more working class area. I come to Bohemians every Friday. It's more than a club, I think it's a community, and it's just the biggest thing in my life.
I met my best friend, Jack, here at a bowls match. Your mood like brightens up once you're with your mates having a crack.
We have to learn Irish at school. We've been learning it since we're all about 4 or 5. I do think it's important for Irish people to know Irish just so it's not forgotten about.
Playing music kind of helps me clear my mind, helps me to think about things like, you know, how you think about the future. I don't really know what to do. My mom told me to do a lot of things, but I'm not listening.
Camogie is an Irish sport. It's kind of like hockey. I've been playing with my sister since we were about 6 or 7. It takes you away from all the badness. Just gives you somewhere to like take your mind off things and enjoy yourself.
When you're 16, like you're trying to get away with like going on child leap or child train tickets, but you're also trying to get into nightclubs and get served in pubs. You're kind of in that limbo between the two.
I don't think anyone knows what they want to be when they're older because they can't see the future. I love fine art, so painting and drawing and stuff, and I do sculpting sometimes as well. But I can't put a pin on it.
I love astrology. I'm a Libra, Taurus rising, Cancer moon. I love to do my friends' charts and I write the horoscopes in my school paper.
When I first started Irish dancing, I didn't take it seriously. It was just like a fun activity to do. I did grow up in a Filipino household, so I would bring what Irish people do back to my home. I'd be kind of conflicted on whether I should stick to my Filipino heritage or should I blend in with the rest.
I think Brexit is going to change a lot of things when it comes to living in Ireland. I've lived in Belfast for almost my whole life, but I come down here for gigs so much. With Brexit, it might make things more difficult. I'm just kind of worried if I'm going to need to bring like some different forms of ID, if you're going to have to pay. I just don't want to think about it.
Me and my friends, we listen to techno. It's not just music, it's like a feeling. It's really just a way to get away from everything that's going on in the world, the climate. There's a lot of anger in my generation.
We're going to get my first tattoo. My friend is going to do it. I'm just going to use it to protect me from negative energy and to give me good vibes.
A certain demographic of 16-year-olds are interested in tattooing. I just started doing it this summer and I've done a few myself and on friends. 16 is kind of like the start of who you turn into.
We're at Customs House Quay, and this was the starting point of our latest climate change strike. A lot of schools in Ireland have this organisation called Green Schools. There's kind of like a reward system where you get green flags. So the more green flags you have, the more green you are. It's nice to see that even in our education system, those kind of actions are implemented.
I go to school on the outskirts of town. Every morning we're all put in the same uniform and we have to take our piercings out and we're only allowed to wear a certain amount of makeup. For me, vintage fashion is a way to represent herself and people don't judge me for that.
I think growing up gay in Dublin, we've come a long way, but I don't think we're completely there. A lot of families are different. My family has never had any problem about it, but there is some other families that are more kind of old-fashioned.
The best thing about being 16 in Dublin is definitely just having all that freedom from transition year. It's a year that usually happens when you're 16, some people are 17. You can skip straight from 3rd to 5th, or you can transition year. As in, like, you don't study, you don't get any homework, you don't get anything like that. Like, I can stay out a bit later and just hang out with my friends. Don't tell my mum that though. And I have to show my mum this later, so she believes me as well. She doesn't believe that a magazine came to ask me to come do something.